Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live as the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage. I'm here with Jay. Before we get into the show, I'm going to give a little shout out, and I'm also going to go live on TikTok right now. We're going to try to bring some more people in here as well. Real quick, shout out. Actually, you know what? Before we get to the shout out, let's make sure we play some music first. We got to get the vibe going in here, man. This shit really helps me stay upbeat and ready to give you guys the best wrestling show I possibly can. Right now, we're going to go right into it. This is my cousin's YouTube page, Crittext. Here's the voice you hear at the beginning of every single stream. He was kind enough to make a song for me. Special shout out to him. Make sure you go over to his page on YouTube. He just hit 100 subscribers. Here's his a little clip of his video. Alright, Crittext, low, official music video, 14,000 views. Get ready, folks.
LinkedIn is
of course, there's a fucking commercial.
Using
you gotta
LinkedIn
fucking
for
hate YouTube.
Straight.
There we go, boom. Yeah, it's playing now. A little clip. It's my cousin right here, man.
Money.
Evil Money Records.
Firing bullets in homes
Firing
has become such an
bullets?
issue in the greater
Yeah, man.
Lowell area. The DA is working on
Yeah,
making
man.
this a
Firing
felony
bullets,
here in Massachusetts.
murder in Lowell,
shot up in a
homes
hail
shot
of
up,
stray bullets.
stray
Two
bullets.
robbers
He's
jumped
talking
behind the
about
counter
real
of the 99
fucking
market in
shit,
Lowell.
putting real production into his fucking videos, man. Make sure you go over to his fucking YouTube channel. Make sure you watch his fucking video. Smash like on his fucking video. Leave a comment because you're gonna see more from Crittext, and I wouldn't be surprised if you hear him on a radio station near you soon. He's working on some real fucking shit.
A couple of hours later with
It's
a
gonna be
gun
coming out soon.
and started
But
shooting. One person was killed and seven
we can't
others
talk
were
about
injured.
Crittext all night, unfortunately. We got to get back into AEW Dynamite, which was tonight. Jay, welcome to the show again. This is episode 27, man. How are you doing?
A little disappointed at some outcomes tonight.
Oh, we got some disappointment from Jay for AEW Dynamite. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that you're disappointed because AEW started off with one of our favorite wrestlers, kind of. You know what I mean? AEW was coming to you live tonight. We had an opening steel cage match, kind of similar to what we saw on Raw recently. Wardlow versus Shawn Spears opening the night. MJF comes out first. He's dressed up in his own official ref gear, making his referee debut. He tries to rip a happy 3-year sign from a fan who would not let him. All nice touches by MJF. Very nicely done. Shawn Spears comes out with his skull mask on and 2 chairs. The chairman awaits Wardlow. Wardlow again handcuffed. No music entrance. Coming down, MJF can't find the key for the cuffs. And Shawn Spears starts attacking Wardlow, followed by MJF getting some shots in the double team. Attack just continues and continues. Wardlow gets a couple of kicks on Spears. MJF rakes his eyes out. Wardlow breaks his cuffs after MJF spits at him. Wardlow then he throws Spears into the cage really hard a few times, not just once. That looked decent. Both men climb and Spears is sent down by Wardlow. Another senton from Wardlow, which I didn't think was needed. It's a steel cage match. Just keep throwing him in the fucking cage. Go nuts. Keep doing big man moves. There's no reason for you to be doing these sentons. You're too big to be doing sentons. I don't want to see you get hurt. I mean, I know you can do it. We see it. But save that shit for the pay-per-views. Don't bust it out weekly on fucking Dynamite. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So I hope he stops doing that. MJF is sitting there grinning as Wardlow goes for the pin, and MJF won't count. Wardlow goes for the powerbomb and gets kicked in the midsection nut area by MJF. Spears has escaped the cage and gets a chair. Apparently this isn't an automatic win anymore. I thought when you escaped the steel cage you got the victory, but I guess that's not the way that works anymore, right? Spears goes for the chair shot. Wardlow dodges and Spears nails MJF with a chair. Good sell by MJF. Nice stalling back bump You know, I liked it. Clean. Whatever. Wardlow with a powerbomb, symphony, and one more powerbomb on the chair for good measure. Wardlow destroying the security guard, gets a super powerbomb, throws the dude straight up into the cage. Like, that shit looked like it actually hurt. My man landed in the cage, and then there was a small gap between the cage and the ring, and he went right down in there. Who knows what happened to that dude? Who knows what happened to that dude? Because they're sure as shit not going to tell us. I gave the match a 4-star because it had a nice start, nice finish, a couple of heel spots. Wardlow comes out looking strong, and it hypes up the match for MJF versus Wardlow. What do you think, man? I'm guessing maybe you thought the same, but I don't know.
I think it just served its purpose. I think a lot of people have been chatting about this was a great cage match. It wasn't nothing like that. It just served its purpose to set up for this Sunday Double or Nothing. There was some nice spots, as you mentioned. MJF played his role perfectly. Basically, Wardlow was trying to go for the powerbomb on Spears. MJF low blows him. Spears does the C4. Nice 2 count. I thought that was a great pop right there.
Yeah.
Wardlow, you know, he's a star. You know, 3 powerbomb symphonies. What more can you want? Overall, it just served its purpose. I don't think it was a great cage match as people was hyping it about, but it definitely served its purpose. I'm definitely more interested now. So I'm gonna give it a 3-star.
3-star? Okay. I can't argue with that, man. I thought it was a great opening match. I got it out of the way right away. You get that build-up. You know it's going to be booked in for Double or Nothing, Wardlow versus MJF. They've been going with this storyline strong for a long time now, building it up, and we're finally going to get to see the outcome.
Surprise! They opened it up. Remember, I was like telling you last night. I was like, I don't know, man. They may open it like, nah. You said no. They may do the main event. Look what happened.
Maybe,
yeah. I was surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. You also thought Kyle O'Reilly, and I even thought Kyle O'Reilly was going to move on. I thought they were going to screw Samoa Joe. He ends up fucking coming with a fucking clean win.
Surprised.
Clean win.
I was very surprised how the Dynamite card was set up. I had it, pictured differently in my mind.
Yeah, it did. It was a little different than I would have thought of it as well. After that, we get a segment, JR saying to hug your children, and, when is this going to stop? Repeating the same sentiments that we've been hearing from celebrities all day long. Steve Kerr, Steph Curry. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Everybody feeling the same way. Like, when is this going to stop? Change does need to happen. Unfortunately, in the world we live in today, it's not safe when you go outside sometimes. If you go out at the wrong time of the day, you go down the wrong block. You just don't know if you're going to, come home that day. Your kids go to school. You don't know if they're going to come home that day. You got to pray and pray and pray and pray and keep praying so that we can hopefully see some real change in the world. I don't know why we allow these, I don't want to really get into it, but I don't know why we allow certain people to just yield all the power and make decisions that determine everyone's fate. It's just insane to me. I hope we can all come together and find a way to not have to keep having to have these situations time and time again. Back from commercial, we have the Jericho Appreciation Society. They're telling Jericho, the Jericho guys, Jericho's very dangerous, They abuse a staff member and tell him, you know what happens when you're a Jon Moxley fan? You get a fireball in your face. And he goes, come on, dude. Because I'm a wizard. Beautiful, right? Like, I didn't grade it, but it was beautiful. Quick and funny.
It didn't even touch the guard, but I just loved the whole thing about it. I thought it was funny as hell. It makes me kind of want to get a Wizard t-shirt.
Yeah, I might have to get the Wizard t-shirt for sure, just out of respect to one of the GOATs. Jericho.
Yeah, he's really going with it. It's really getting over me.
Yeah, I like how he cuts off the music, too, because, a lot of those fans, they want to sing that song. They love that shit. They want to sing that song, and he's like, nope. Instead, you can watch me throw fireballs because I'm a wizard. Reinventing himself.
Funny.
Reinventing himself yet again. Jericho always going above
and
beyond.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, I liked it. After this, we have a face-to-face We're going to have Hangman and CM Punk hosted by Tony Schiavone. Tony says with the 3-year anniversary, we have the biggest title match in AEW history. We're the best in the world. CM Punk, who comes out and sits down, just comes out, just sits down, really takes in the crowd. He's taking his time to come down to the ring. He gets the crowd chanting CM Punk early. All right, and now here is the AEW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Hangman Adam Page. Would you, real quick, I just want to, before you tell me all your opinions, I just want to hear what your grade was on this promo before I continue. So I can take a nice sip of coffee and make sure I deliver on this one as it needs to be delivered.
I'm gonna go as far as a 3, but my original mindset was 2.5.
Okay.
I felt I give
Hold on,
wait. Punk.
Don't tell me how you
for
feel yet.
saving it.
I don't want to know how you feel yet. After you hear how I feel, you can go off, and I want you to give me, once I'm done talking, you're gonna fucking tell me. I don't know. Maybe you want to go off because you might go off based on what I'm going to tell you right now. You haven't heard what I have to say yet. As you can see, clearly, I am going to say this in a very biased fashion because I am a big believer in cowboy shit. I'm a big believer in cowboy shit. And I want to do whatever I have to get the sales on this t-shirt up. Because Hangman Adam Page, he didn't come through in the beginning. He didn't come through in the middle. But he sure as shit showed up at the end. And he cut a hell of a fucking promo. He delivered a hell of a slap to the face. Punch to the face, whatever you want to call it, man. World champion Hangman Adam Page comes down. Tony's talking about how you both watched each other do each other's finishing moves over the weeks. There was a lot of talk going on. Let's talk to the challenger first. Tony says, Punk, you said you prepared. You told me you're prepared to become AEW champion. AEW fans chanting CM Punk. Punk says, it's safe to say the biggest moment in my career happened in Las Vegas. I plan on walking in challenger and respectfully walking out champion. Tony says, Page, his confidence level is off the charts for the challenger, Some fans are booing Hangman already. Others saying cowboy shit. Not many either. It was a good chunk. Cowboy shit. Oh, they got like 1 or 2 little cowboy shits out. But at this point, the crowd is all CM Punk. CM Punk. It's obvious they want CM Punk to win this match. It's obvious Jay wants CM Punk to win this match. And it's certainly obvious that many other people around the world, baby, want to see the best in the world, CM Punk, win this match. But for the sake of professional wrestling right now, and for the sake of good storytelling, and for the sake of everything that's holy in this business, Hangman Adam Page cut a fucking promo and he told you straight to your face why he cannot let CM Punk come back to professional wrestling and just take the belt off him like that. He just can't do it. He can't do it because it will ruin his legacy. It will tarnish his fucking whole image. It's just, if you want to have a new star, a certified stud, what better way than to put down CM Punk on his first title defense? Punk can always win another title. He can always win another world championship. He can do this, he can do that. Hangman Adam Page only has one first championship run. And this is it right here. It's the one we're watching. And if Tony Khan fucks up and shits on this championship run, instead of trying to work a little harder to get this guy over, showcase him more properly, give him the ability to actually work on his mic skills like they did with Thunder Rosa tonight. They let her talk again by herself. It wasn't the greatest, but it was much better than the last time we saw her. And same for Hangman Adam Page. He closed fucking hard, man. He convinced me with his last 2 sentences that he needs to win this match more than CM Punk does. And yeah, I give it a 4.5.
I think you need to return your shirt and get your money back as soon as possible. Please make sure you do it as soon as possible. I felt more that this just exposed that Paige cannot cut a promo. It's that simple. He only had one good line for me, which was, I will defend all ye wrestling from you. That was good. But besides that, I just saw an average person doing an average promo. And he's the champion. That's the crazy part about it. He's the champion. He is the dullest champion that I've heard on the mic. CM Punk saved this, and he said it. And it's nothing personal to you
buddy?
and a bunch of cowboy shit fans out there. It's nothing personal to all y'all. He basically said it best. Nothing personal. It's just business. We need to put asses on these seats in our upcoming shows, and what better way to do it than CM Punk?
I don't
So
like.
I got Punk. I've been saying it for a month ago. I got Punk. This Sunday is going to prove it. I felt he saved the promo, and when he took the shot, that just gave the half star from me from 2.5 to a 3. So I'm going to stay with 3. I'm going to go more on the Punk. I don't feel that Adam Page cut a great promo here.
I
just
feel
had
like
one
Punk.
liner.
Punk is the super heel in this one, man. Just because he plays it
They were
off,
going
man.
both. They were going both. We'll just see, but we obviously know that Punk will play the heel on Sunday.
Punk is playing like a grimy little fucker right now, whether people want to admit it or not. The way he's disrespected Paige by just like the subtle,
Page has his run.
subtle
He
stabs,
had his
man.
run already.
The
You
subtle
know when
stabs.
it ended for me? It ended for me
No.
after Omega. After Omega, it ended. I didn't
man.
see nothing good about
If you
Page
didn't
after that.
see
I
what was
didn't
it,
see
last
nothing
week
good.
when we saw Hangman Adam Page versus Taketsa? If
I'm
you didn't see
talking
like
about
match
world title
of the year
defense.
potential type of wrestling out of
I'm
Hangman,
talking about world title defense. World title defense.
yeah, and we're gonna see one this Sunday.
I haven't seen nothing good since Omega.
So you're genuinely gonna be shocked when Hangman beats
I
CM
didn't
Punk?
like him, Lance Archer. I gotta, I feel like this will definitely put him on top, but he will lose the AEW belt this Sunday.
Yeah, but like, are you gonna actually be shocked when Hangman beats CM Punk?
If I'm shocked, this is just my prime example. I will come on the show and say that, Tony Khan's a bad booker. This is a prime example. We give it to the dullest champion. We might as well bring Nash back. Let him have the run. Let's bring him back. Let's get Nash back.
Kevin Nash?
Yeah, let's put
Big
the
Sexy?
belt on him. Yeah, let's put the belt on him.
He can't even get in the
Same
ring.
shit. Exactly, man. And Adam Page can't even cut a promo. He can't.
He
just had a
can't.
one-liner.
He needs work,
He just had a
bro.
one-liner.
They don't give him any chances, bro.
You can't do that. You're a champion. You got to lead. You can't just be like, you need work.
What do you mean,
You shoulda
lead,
had
bro?
one.
You should know it's a production. You're told. You're told what to
He's
do.
got to learn how to talk. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it from him.
He's got to
Not-
get more showcasing, man.
not
They're
hitting
not.
me.
They're not showcasing him properly. The matches he
But-
puts on,
I'll give it a 3.
the matches he puts on are godlike, bro. He needs to keep. I don't know, man.
Well,
We're gonna
this
see what's gonna
match will
happen.
definitely put him on top.
We're
This
gonna
match will
see.
definitely
We're
put him
gonna
on
see what's gonna happen at Double or Nothing.
But he will
this
lose. He
Sunday.
will lose.
After
He
that
will lose
promo,
this
which
time.
I thought it ended with a 4.5, because those last few lines, like I said, Punk was going in. He said, "The world you traveled to get here to create AEW. That's because I gave you the blueprint. You will shake my hand Sunday. As a matter of fact, you're going to shake my hand now. You're not mad at me. You're mad at myself. Shake my hand." Punk shoves Adam Page. Hangman nails Punk, drops him to the mat. Like I said, like Jay mentioned, those last 2 lines from Hangman, for me, is what made that promo stand out. Other than that, like I said in the beginning was whatever. The middle was whatever, but he ended it fucking like a champ. After this, we got a video package about Anna Jay and Jade Cargill. William Regal joins commentary. Always wonderful to see the man in the mask. He says it again. I'm sure you love that. We have the Jericho
I do.
Appreciation Society making their way to the wing. And, Jericho comes out. He's the shirtless wizard now. Comes down to Pyro, so it's got the music. It's enough. You don't have what it takes to sing our song. Sit down and shut up. Jericho joins the commentary. Him and William Regal added a nice... Those guys are very enjoyable on commentary, especially when they're together. It's just the instant chemistry is amazing with them. We have a match tag team match, 20-minute time limit. Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus Private Party. I gave this shit a 1.5 star. I thought it was fucking trash. I'm sick of seeing this shit. Regal says Jericho has lost his mind. He's nuts. These guys are killing it on commentary. Mox and Kingston killing these scrubs. Quinn with a nice moonsault, I guess. Mox with a huge clothesline and Eddie with a big spinning elbow. Mox and Eddie pick up the win. Mox with a big DDT and Eddie holding down the fort with the submission. Now the Jericho Appreciation Society is attacking Mox. Eddie comes down, they're attacking Eddie. Santana, Ortiz, Bryan Danielson all come out. All hell breaks loose. The refs apparently break it up. The Wizard Jericho can only be... He's a wizard, but he was being held back by one woman referee. And the fighting continues. Jericho sneaks in the ring, does his little pose and taunt, which I thought was fan-fucking-tastic. Like, just what an asshole. He's still in the ring. Did his little fucking pose. Classic fucking Jericho. I liked it. Then he's only met by Bryan Danielson. And then Jericho was being chased out of the ring by Aubrey Edwards, the referee. That shit was bad. I mean, in reality, the whole thing was fucking bad. And the only part of the match I liked and I graded it 1.5 is when Jericho went in the ring and did the pose. And, it's just Jericho. I think that whole 1.5 is all Jericho.
All right. I gave it a 1. I thought it was a nice spot. Cassidy hit the stunner followed by the shooting star by Quinn. I thought that was a good spot there,
Oh, my God.
Kingston did the double arm overthrow suplex. Moxley did a release suplex on Cassidy.
Yeah.
So there was some key spots there. I like when Moxley did the cold relief as well. That was also a good spot too. But I just hate how every Moxley's fight always has to jumpstart from outside. So it's nothing new to me. It's indie shit. This is why I give it a 1. I don't like the finish. This is the same exact finish we've seen in trios matches with him, Danielson, and Yuta. If you forget, it's always the elbows, elbows, elbows.
Yeah.
All three of them going to do submissions, or 2 of them going to do submissions, while 1 is going to do paragraph shift, and 1, 2, 3. Same thing we've seen here. The only thing I thought that was pretty cool that stand out was Kingston had the Punk You shirt. That's a nice retro shirt. Classic, but overall, classic can't save this match. 1 star.
Yeah, it was a shit show. It was an absolute shit show. The only thing that saved it for me was Jericho, let's be honest. We had a promo. Joel versus Adam Cole. Basically says he's coming for him, baby. That was a pretty tough actual little video segment they did, and he cut that hard. That should have been a sign of things to come that night, I liked it. Do you have a comment on that one, or just we want to go right into the match with the Ring of Honor tag team champs?
Go right into it.
We had Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta versus FTR. FTR coming down to their sick 80s like tag team classic music. Those jackets they have, Living Legends, fucking incredible. I mean, I gotta say, FTR is the best tag team in the world.
It's on sale.
FTR is the best tag team. FTR is the best tag team in the world right now, 100%, without, in my opinion. Like, they're just too fucking good. Too smooth in the ring. Everything they do is perfect. We've seen them put on classics in the last couple of weeks in their solo. They're classic between themselves. They're classic in the beginning. It's sad that they're not even in the finals right now. Like, either one of those guys would have been a solid contender for the Owen Hart Classic Tournament match. So, big shout out to FTR. Their work is always impeccable. Unfortunately, not the same for Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. They're okay. They did a couple of moves good, but they just, whatever. Overall, it was an impressive match in the beginning. Both tag teams had some non-stop spots, clean wrestling. There really wasn't a lot of spot calling that I saw. I also appreciated Coleman on commentary. I think Coleman is a fucking superstar. Like, he sounds like a fucking superstar. And he looks, have you seen him wrestle? Okay, well, I've seen him wrestle on NWA, bro. And I was fucking impressed. I gotta send you a video of this kid. Watch out for this kid. He is legit. Maybe potential champ. After this, there was non-stop pinfall attempts. There was counter after counter. Huge kicks. We had a spiked power driver. United Empire interferes, apparently a super New Japan pro wrestling team. They charge the ring. Jeff Cobb and some other guy who I don't even know his name. They go to town destroying both teams, bashing their heads in. And then they really had a big botch on the double team cutter. Cobb, I think, maybe dropped a little too slow, or the other guy dropped too fast. But either way, it was
I
fucking.
think he missed the grab.
Maybe
he had him on the shoulders, but I think the grab guy didn't just.
I
grab
think he
him.
just dropped. I think he just dropped too fast.
And
He didn't think.
Yeah, and he dropped, and then the guy was still on him. I don't think Cobb looked. I don't think Cobb was looking.
Do you know his name? The guy that fucked up. They both fucked up. That's a team spot. That's a team spot.
He had another botch. I'm sure you've seen as well.
There's a lot of. I didn't bring everything up because some of it's worthless. But either way, I gave the whole thing a 2-star because I don't want to see an FTR match get interfered like this. Like, I want to see these guys wrestle. But I get the picture. They want to save FTR for big money pay-per-view matches. You know, when they put on their best, it's going to be at a pay-per-view.
I give this a 1. I think these two guys that came out ruined the whole match.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It has some key spots, but you know what?
I agree with you.
Trent Pereira, Rocky Romero, to be honest, they don't really draw me into the match. And I think FTR did everything they could in this match, but I wasn't really into it. But it was a good match thus far until this, clown show of a botch.
Yeah, that was bad.
I don't know the wrestler's name. Perhaps you may have it in your notes.
I didn't even want to look it up because he's not worth my time right now, man. Coming in there making botches like that.
There was the move that he was doing on Trent Pereira with the Iron Claw, as
I saw
Scalper was
that.
calling it. But Trent Pereira just fell on his own, and he just basically held him, and that was really, really bad.
I probably didn't even. I didn't even notice that.
We all seen Jeff Cobb in the beginning, when he was in AEW. We've seen him in some matches. I like him coming back. I think it's a good mix, but he had a good spinning fall-away slam. I thought that was pretty cool. But besides that, there was that botch with the shoulders, and it just didn't look good. The whole thing didn't look good during their whole debut there as a team. So, gotta give it a 1.
Gotta give it a 1. I really don't blame you. I really can't say that I blame you at all.
FTR tried to say.
I gave it a 2-star because there was 2 stars in this match in FTR, 1 and 2. So it gets 2 stars just because they're there. They're fucking superstars. They're the best tag team in the world. It's unfortunate that we have to witness this bullshit. I'm sure they're going to hold on to those titles and any other titles they get for at least a little bit longer. They're not going anywhere. After this, we get a promo from Matt and Jeff Hardy. Our stories are the same. We have a humble beginning. We both had no drugs, no smoke, no cursing. We all had dreams of making it as big-time professional wrestlers. But Bucks, that's where the similarities end. We entered it when it was the 90s. You could have never survived during the Attitude Era, basically saying. When we were there, we had to do everything. Climb loops, break records, and we still became one of the most legendary tag teams of all time. Our run was uncomparable, man. The fans look at you, we look at you as Hardy cosplayers. That's it. AEW is my clean slate, says Jeff. This is going to be our best run to complete our collection of legendary tag team titles. We were better than you as babies. We were better than you as teenagers. Peak prime, and right now, you may be the elite, Bucks, but we are the delete. Another strong promo from Matt Hardy. I don't care how bad Jeff is wrestling right now. But Matt can still cut a fucking promo, dude. Hard.
You kidding me?
No. I liked it.
This was horrible.
He's bashing the Bucks, and I liked it. I hope they beat the Bucks. I'm going to Hardys. I'm cheering for the Hardys right now. I want the Hardys to beat the Bucks.
I'm not cheering for the Hardys.
Delete.
You must have lost your mind.
Delete.
They deleted your mind.
Delete.
They deleted your mind.
Delete.
You
have respect for Matt Hardy.
brainwashed.
Matt Hardy has one of the greatest minds in
I
pro
don't
wrestling.
respect. Yeah, 20 years ago. Those days are over.
Delete.
And Jeff Hardy
Delete.
looked like he didn't know what he was saying. He looked like he was out of breath cutting a promo. Our last
But you gotta admit,
you
gotta admit, Matt Hardy was correct when he said that they were better than the Bucks as babies and teenagers, for sure, right? Like, no doubt about it.
No.
What? You think the Bucks are better than the Hardys all time?
I'm going with the Bucks.
All time. Like, if you consider...
All time.
How can you even say that? It's not even comparable.
Because the Hardys are trash, alright?
The Bucks never main evented WrestleMania. Fucking
It's
stole the show.
now.
They never stole the show at Mania.
Give them time, bro.
The only thing they're gonna steal at Mania is some fucking popcorn from little kids. Because they hang out with losers.
Hate. You have a lot of hate. Got a lot of hate, man.
They haven't earned my respect yet.
All jokes aside,
Did you see the double super kick to Sting last week? You want me to be fans of those? Of that?
You have to, bro.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? I'm sure you do. It was fucking bad. It was fucking bad.
All right, man.
What?
It's all right. Hardy's done some bad things. No, let me point out Jeff Hardy, Darby Allin now.
But who cares? Listen, you can't even bring up anything in the last 5 years. It's irrelevant. We're not talking about you can't do it.
Surprised that is.
Because let's see what the Bucks are doing when they're 50 years old working the gymnasiums.
Overall, I didn't like it. It didn't. I'm not buying into this match.
What did you grade it?
What did I grade it? I graded a 1. I wasn't bought into this match. This doesn't make me want to sit and watch this match.
I gave it a solid 2.5.
And I give it to both. Listen, I'm not even going to take sides. I give it to Hardys and Young Bucks. Both of them, when they cut their promos, it doesn't draw me to want to watch this match.
Well, why would it,
really
man?
Don't.
It's fucking boring, man. I mean,
so why
would
you want to cheer? We should just tell the Hardys to retire.
Well, because I still like the promo from that. It's TV time. He came on.
I seen better. It
wasn't bad. 2.5, whatever. I give it a 2.5 because there's 2 stars in Matt and Jeff Hardy, and the Bucks are half of what the Hardys are, so 2.5. Now we get into the match. The FTW champ, Absolute Ricky Starks versus Swerve Strickland versus Jungle Boy in a triple threat match. Stark started off real aggressive early. Nice slide through the ring. Clothesline on Jungle Boy also dodges Swerve's attack and shoves him to the barricade as we go into picture-in-picture, which they do a lot on AEW. I like last night. NXT didn't really do it too much last night, and you actually got chances.
A lot today.
Last night, you actually got chances to go to the fridge, get a snack, go to the bathroom, hug your dog.
Tonight they did it a lot.
Tonight it was like non-fucking stop, and I couldn't take it. I had to go to the bathroom. I had to get a drink. You know what I mean? The picture-in-picture is cool, but I'm not. Commercial's commercial sometimes. You want to go to commercial, you want to have that little break, or fast forward, whatever it is. This picture-in-picture coverage is fucking brutal. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Tony Khan, the picture-in-picture coverage is hard, man. I can't do it, man. It's bad. It's bad. Back from commercial, you see Ricky still in control. Swerve changes all that with a kick to the face, and Jungle Boy catches the Hurricane Rana from the apron to the outside on Swerve. Huge, fast, running elbow to the back of Swerve's head. Swerve now at the top rope with Jungle Boy, and Ricky gets involved, and we have him being shoved off by Jungle Boy. Swerve now gets going. He does a crazy reverse Frankensteiner. I believe Jungle Boy does the reverse, crazy looking fucking. It was just so. It came out of nowhere. Crazy looking Frankensteiner. Swerve lands on his feet, making it look really legit. He also had a real good, intense look on his face. When I actually saw that look on his face, I was like, oh shit, this guy's for real, huh? He actually had that look. He had that it factor when he did that move, the way his swag was right there. Really good. It gives me a little hope for Swerve.
It was honestly the most impressive spot in the match.
It was up there. Absolutely, man. Jungle Boy couldn't fucking believe it. Tony comes in. I said Tony again. Tony Stark. Ricky Stark comes in, punches Swerve, dodges Nate Seguri, but catches a shot from Swerve. Nice suplex, but a huge spear from Starks. Super kick by Jungle Boy, and then a Michinoku driver by Starks. Pinfall broke up by Swerve. All good spots here right now. This was a great match, actually. These were all good spots. Well done. All 3 studs in the ring. Ricky now going for the finish. Counter after counter. Starks pokes the eye, catches the finish, and Jungle Boy gets Ricky Starks in the submission. And Starks grabs the ropes, only to be dragged back by Jungle Boy, who has a whole thing wrapped up. He has the whole match wrapped up. It's over. But no, Swerve breaks it up. He catches a nasty Swerve stomp and gets the win. Powerhouse Hobbs runs in, gets a huge clothesline. I mean, he clotheslines the shit out of Swerve. Here comes Luchasaurus, followed by Keith Lee. They're really trying to hype up this match at Double or Nothing. Keith Lee with a huge leapfrog to the outside with a twist. Impressive for a big man. Hard landing. 4-star match.
This right here was match of the night. There was a lot of key spots.
4 stars.
Swerve. I think Ricky Starks really shined in this match.
Absolutely.
He took control of this match. But Swerve also showed some great spots as well. I like when he threw Jungle Boy to Starks for the head scissors takedown. That was pretty cool. There was also when Starks kind of like mimicked the Undertaker with his catwalk top rope dancing and just basically doing the elbow drop. I thought that was pretty funny. I was laughing on that. I thought that was a good spot as well. But all three guys just pretty much throwing it out. The reverse Frankenstein, I thought that was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that. If that were to land, that would have been just awesome. But even when he landed on his feet, it was just awesome. So it was a great spot, very impressive, like I said before. Well, these three guys teared it down. I mean, what more you could say? I mean, Swerve with the stomp. I like that finish. Got the 1, 2, 3. See Powerhouse come out. Everybody Luchasaurus. Everybody comes out. I don't know. I was finding Luchasaurus a little slow over there, but it's okay. Keith Lee did that plancha splash. I thought he was going to I don't know if he really had control of his spin. It just looked like he just fell and just splashed on all of these guys. Like no control of his landing whatsoever. It looked like a horrible plancha splash, but he did it anyway. But the match itself really delivered. It really delivered a par. I like when Ricky Starks did that rope. What do you call that? That rope shade boat.
Yeah.
Slam. I thought that
shit was really
great.
good.
It's a great finish. It's really, really good.
Everything was good tonight in this fucking match, man.
Everything. All three guys really did their stuff. So.
Nah. Everything was great, bro. We got to see a clean finish. Guys came out, hyped the match. Beautiful.
So
well done.
I'm gonna go 4 as well. So this was a good match.
I was happy we didn't see Christian get involved either. You know, just the tag teams.
I just hope that my prediction comes true. They reveal it on Sunday. It looks like it's gonna be a long card this Sunday.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch some like brutal fucking shit. But you know what? We have ways of making that even good. So it's all good, bro. We have a good time watching that trash. Dan Lambert going off again, talking shit about Sammy, saying you ain't shit, your girl ain't shit, America's favorite couple, blah blah blah. Scorpio needs to get his own time, man. Lambert keep talking. He's still talking. Says there's going to be a new title presented to you, custom. Sammy, you must think that I'm a nobody. You must think I'm not like the guy who has all the connections in the world, and I'm just going to make one phone call and get this man an even better built, because you can't stop us. Can't, you know, whatever. It's okay. I'm not great in this. I just feel like Scorpio needs to be talking more, because he's actually good on the mic, man. Dan Lambert eating up all that mic time, man. Scorpio Sky, I don't know how he feels about that. I don't see this lasting too long.
I don't like all this, but I'm interested in seeing the belt this Friday, how it looks like. But I'm not interested in this whole Dan Lambert.
It should be fire, though. It should be a fire belt. Hopefully.
I hope.
Yep.
I really hope.
After this, we get an interview with Tony Schiavone with Thunder Rose. Tony, I want you to see me. Look at my face. I actually want everyone to see my face. This is the real me. This is someone who worked hard for everything they have. I've never complained, because that's what champions do. Serena, you are not a champion. Fans chanting Thunder Rosa. Serena, you complain about all your little pains. You point fingers. You blame your past. Maybe you should look yourself in the mirror and blame yourself. Serena, this face used to look up to you. Not anymore. On Sunday, you're not going to see this face on Sunday. On Sunday, the war paint comes on. Sunday, the warrior inside will take over. And on Sunday, La Meta will teach you a lesson of respect for disrespecting Tony, for disrespecting Dustin, the fans, and me, the AEW Women's Champion, Thunder Rosa. You're going to be very scared, Serena. I'm going to defeat you and haunt you forever. 3-star, better than what we saw last time from her, 100%. She came out looking way better than before. I liked that it was just her, just the promo. She messed up a little bit at the end, if you noticed. They cued the music and then she just kept going. She just kept going, man.
And you give it 3 stars for all that, for what you just said.
I
That
gave
was
it-
exactly...
I gave it 3 stars because she's actually a star in the ring. She's a great wrestler. I mean, she needs a lot of work on the mic, obviously. Obviously.
I didn't like this whatsoever. This
What-
is a 1 star.
Okay.
This is a 1 star. She comes out with this funny, ridiculous, all red outfit going on here with the red hat on. I get it. Mexican heritage, get all that.
And no makeup.
But when this was basically a well-written script promo, but it wasn't delivered right. It was delivered just as if you're reading it through cue cards.
Yeah.
It didn't sell anything to me. Not interested in this match. I think everybody's not interested in this match. This is a real downgrade from fighting Britt Baker. Now we're going to Serena D. No offense. But overall, this is not interested. The music, I felt like she just been cut off like everybody. If somebody was giving an Oscar speech and they play your music, like, okay, get off the stage now. Let's go. And she kept talking right after they cut it the first time. And she taught it again. I'm
Yeah,
not interested.
absolutely.
It's not selling to me.
The match is probably going to be fucking
it's
trash
one thing-
too, bro.
It's one thing to have a match, but it's another thing to cut a promo. And if you can't sell me the match, then I can't be invested and actually be concentrating you. And this didn't do it for me.
I
And
100%,
think everybody
I
else
100% agree with you.
feel- And let's face it, everybody feels the same way. Serena D, really? Like, come on, everybody feels like that.
I 100% agree with you, but just like any shitty football team, on any given Sunday they could come out and get a win. On any given Sunday, these two ladies could come out and maybe surprise us with a banger of a match, which is what I would like to hope for, because if I'm going to waste my time watching it, I hope you're bringing me your best, which is probably not going to be very much from Serena. I like Thunder Rosa, but I don't think Serena is on Thunder Rosa's level, and therefore the match is just not going to be what it needs to be and what it's being built up to be. It's just not. They're trying to build it up by doing all these promos, putting a lot of time into it too. A lot of ring time that we're missing out on to get this match over. And if it doesn't deliver, it's going to be a real bad look on
will
Tony's...
not deliver.
I'm sorry, on Jay's favorite booker, Tony Khan.
They're telling you right now. This was absolute the worst
Dog shit.
setup.
Hold on.
Main card. I would have done things a lot differently tonight.
Who's
I
taking
would've
on
done-
Flair, man? Hulk Hogan, maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. Appreciate
I would
the
have done
comment,
things
man.
a lot differently. I would have done things a lot differently.
You gotta
That's
tell these
all
people
I'm
on
saying.
TikTok they gotta go over to YouTube if they want to watch the full show. Jay is giving his takes right now.
I watched the
and you're
full
missing
show. I
it.
would have done things differently. I wouldn't even have this promo.
I think me, you, and a lot of other people would have done a lot of things differently, but this is what we get. After this, we get another interview. A lot of interviews tonight. They had Tony Schiavone really busy tonight, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. They didn't waste any of Tony's money tonight. Whatever they're paying him, he's earning it. He's all over that arena, up and down, doing interviews, getting abused, getting cursed at, the whole fucking nine. I mean, they're really going all out with this, and they're letting these chicks come up. Tony with Red Velvet, he says, you're upset about that loss. He says, no shit, Tony. I'm sorry, she says, no shit, Tony. Ruby says, I walk by, I hear my name. Red gives Ruby a notebook filled with tips to help her beat Statlander. Ruby says, I know on Friday I'm not stepping in the ring with the same Statlander, but I don't need these. Walks off. Match. Britt Baker versus Tony Storm in the Owen Hart semifinals match. Britt sends her friends to the back saying she doesn't need them. Match starts off with some classic wrestling and lockups, but quickly the action spills outside as Tony takes control with aggressive shots. Britt smashes her head off the apron badly, very badly, twice. She rolls Tony back in, takes control with aggressive shots. Britt smashes her head off the apron. Again, this was all bad. Okay, Tony comes back outside again. For some reason, it was a real strange, weird spot the way it worked. They went in the ring, they came out the ring. It was very weird. Britt using the stairs as a weapon, bashing Tony's head in it twice. She sells this really bad. And how is this not a DQ in a tournament match? I don't understand. Back in the ring. Very shitty kicks by Tony. Very, very shitty kicks by Tony. Britt repays with some shitty kicks of her own, actually. This match is fucking bad. What am I watching? Now Britt using the ring post to stretch Tony and slap her with a chop as she rolls her back into the ring. I'm sorry. She went outside, did something to her, used the fucking post to fuck her up, runs back in to beat the count out. Britt on the aggressive slams Tony down. Matt goes for the pinfall. And we have a kick out and very half-ass abdominal stretch by Britt Baker on Tony. Britt was looking for the Pittsburgh Sunrise, countered by a nice spinning DDT from Tony. The only nice thing she probably did in the match. Good looking hip attack after that. That looked good too. Spine buster looked way too stiff. Britt counters with an airway crash. Jamie Hayter comes out. Britt says, I don't need you. We had a nice twisting neck breaker by Britt. Another 2 count ugly release German suplex to Britt from Tony. And Tony with another DDT on the outside to the apron. Tony Storm has her nose all busted up. Tony takes out Hayter with a stiff elbow. Britt patted the kitty, grabbed the ropes, and picked up the win. Tony left with a bloody nose. I gave this match a 1 star. It was a piece of shit, trash, bad, all over the place. They tried to make up for the bad spots, but it wasn't enough to cover up this pile of trash called the match.
I give it a 2 star. I thought there was some good spots. I thought this was actually Tony Storm, I guess if you want to call it decent match.
No.
Even though, no, I'm just saying all her matches are bad, and including this one too, and I'll get into that in a minute. But this is actually a decent match I can actually watch. Now, that Blade Runner, that Britt hit on steel steps that you mentioned, that never got near her head whatsoever, and she sold it like it hit her forehead, like she was out. And all she did was just basically put her hand and just slap the steel
the
steps.
selling by Tony Storm
horrible.
in this match.
It was so horrible.
The selling was bad by Tony in this match.
For 2 weeks in a row, she did the Alabama Slam, and she messed it up again.
Yeah, she could have hurt Britt. She could have hurt Britt on this one.
It was another botch, and I was just going crazy. She had a nice swinging DDT. She also did a swinging DDT on the outside. Those were some good spots. But overall, the roll-up to this finish was also bad as well. And Britt didn't really do well on that either. And I felt like Jamie Hayter was supposed to hold on to her, but I guess Britt got her at the end, and it was like an audible call at the end. But overall, it was nothing spectacular. It was some good spots like that. You know, Britt had her shine. But overall, it was just nothing really impressive. I thought this was at least Tony Storm's decent match, but I give it a 2 star.
I don't blame you, man. After this, we got a little preview of Double or Nothing, and then we get the main event, the match of the night. For me, this was the match of the night. I know you said yours was the match of the night, but for me, this match came through, had a clean finish, made a fucking powerful statement. Kyle O'Reilly versus Samoa Joe. There was a reminder of what happened last week with both men and all they were doing. The big reminder was Kyle O'Reilly, with his match against Rey Fenix, which was a fucking, I think we rated it, 4.5 or 5 stars. It was up there. That match was fantastic. And then he also attacked Sting, putting him out of commission, apparently. Kyle comes out first, followed by Samoa Joe. Kyle doing everything to keep Joe at bay, sticking and moving, trying his best, knowing he is the underdog. Actually manages to take down Joe at one point, only to be chopped down hard by Joe with one strongly placed chop. Now Joe with the single jabs. Another hard chop. Joe somehow gets control, working on the arm, and then we get Kyle O'Reilly. He takes control again, gets the arm. He's locking in the hammerlock, diving the knee into the wrist, diving the knee into the ribs, running knees into the ribs, trying to affect Joe's breathing. Smart strategy here by probably the most technically gifted wrestler on the roster today. Joe again puts up a stop to Kyle's attacks with one big elbow shot, bringing Kyle down to the outside. Classic big man, little man. You're doing 20 things, man. I'm just going to get you down with one power shot. Really working that traditional wrestling style. Kyle down to the outside apron, using the ropes to lock in the dragon screw, going to the top rope with a flying knee to the shoulder. It looked really impressive. Super tough and resourceful by Kyle. Now going for the armbar, back in commercial. Joe is in full control, and a massive clothesline that would end some people's life, let alone their career. Kick out by Kyle. Kyle somehow, again, gets Joe on the ground and secures the arm wrench, only to have Joe crawl to the ropes and have the ref break it up. Now Kyle is resorting to his relentless kicks. Joe with a big right hand chop. Kyle with another kick, but no, Joe catches the knee to the face. Kyle comes back off the ropes with his own shot, but Joe with a Pele kick, and Kyle lands a huge kick, sending Joe crashing to the corner. Man in the Mask almost fucked up by saying, "We still have Rampage to go," but saved it by saying this Friday. Now Joe with a rear naked sleeper. Looks like Kyle is about to pass out. Wow, O'Reilly is out and Samoa Joe wins. This changes a lot of my predictions. Holy shit. 4-star match, great match to close the show, and we're going to see Joe versus Adam Cole at Double or Nothing in the finals of the Own Heart Tournament. And here comes Adam Cole, Bay, gets his pop. The whole show got a 3.5 stars. Jay, close out AEW for us. Let us know what you thought of the last match and the show in general. And are you super excited or mildly excited for Double or Nothing? On a 1 to 10, what's your excitement?
Right now, I'm disappointed because this was my horse to win it all, and basically they advanced Samoa Joe, and I don't like it. It's like an ultimate setup to Adam Cole to win the whole thing. You know, Jay Lethal's going to have some sort of play in this. I just don't like the outcome. I think I said it from the beginning when Kyle was main eventing in AEW last week. This guy is the most underrated wrestler in AEW that they have. He can deliver. This main event was good. It's not my match of the night, but it's definitely a 4-star for me. It has some good spots. You know, Kyle is a submission guy. He does his leg strikes, working on the left shoulder, working on the left knee. You know, playing his part. A lot of nice armbar moves.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
there was only one thing I didn't like, and you could kind of tell Kyle was leading towards the end, towards maybe thus through the middle to the end of the match. When Joe had him in the muscle buster, Kyle was calling a spot right there. And it played out, I guess, into the armbar. So there was a spot called there. That's the only thing I didn't really like. So I can't really give it a 5, but overall, you know, I was into it. I see a lot of fans were not into it, you know, but this is what wrestling is, folks. It's a bunch of, you know, trading maneuvers, arm drags, snapmares, leg strikes, chops, combos. This is what we see. So,
I mean,
4-star for me, but it's just not the match of the night for me.
Nah, I'm cool with that, man. Would you give the show in general?
Well, the show delivers a lot of nice things. I'm gonna go 3.5 star.
Wow, you know this is like a rare moment. This is one of the first episodes where me and you have had like 3 or 4 of the same ratings on some of these matches, the show grade.
Ooh.
So we actually saw a lot of things the same tonight.
Put this down.
It's just sad that Double or Nothing is actually considered, you know, All Elite Wrestling's like marquee event. And then having first been held in 2019, you know, this was the promotion's first pay-per-view that they ever produced. It's always held annually, usually on Memorial Day weekend. It's one of AEW's like big 4 pay-per-views, taking, you know, that 80s wrestling style, bringing it back for the whole pay-per-view show. You would think it would get more hype. You would think there'd be bigger matches on the card, better storylines, like, you know.
For me as a fan, I'm disappointed tonight because this is a 3-year anniversary, and this was the whole card for the 3-year anniversary.
The problem that I'm
could have
having,
been a lot better.
This is supposed to be your marquee show, and you're following suit with WWE.
3 years.
And you're doing all this sports entertainment crap. Example, Danhausen. Example, Jericho Appreciation Society. Sports entertainers. They're at sports entertainers, right? We beat up pro wrestlers. Then you have this whole gimmick match with Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb with all these bad promos and wasting TV time and wasting, you know, just bad. Just bad.
Weird.
You know, then you have the House of Black finally getting a match on pay-per-view against Death Triangle. And we didn't even see one promo from them. And why? Because these guys are the kings of Rampage, which I'm sure they're on Rampage right now, still probably in the ring. Right now. Ending the show.
Horrible.
Who do you think's coming out on top on that match?
I don't really care. I'm not interested.
All right, but you have to pick one. Just pick one.
Well, I'm going to go with House of Black.
Okay, that's a good pick. You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think they're going to go with House of Black too, even though I feel I want Death Triangle to win. But I think House of Black is going to win.
Time for them to split.
If Death Triangle wins, I'll be mad happy, bro. I mean,
Time for them to split, man.
Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho, Chris Statlander. Obviously, we know Ruby Soho is coming through on that one. So it's going to be It's going to be Britt versus Ruby. And you know what's crazy? This could actually be the match of the night.
I'm going with Britt.
That's a big statement.
Just because she took the L before, so.
That's true. That's true. But I think what's going to happen is her friends are going to cause her to lose against.
Well, she lost
Ruby.
in some tag match, so that's the L right there. So I'm pretty sure she's going to get some vengeance.
Who are you going with, Samoa Joe versus Adam Coleman? I think I'm going with Joe on this one.
I'm going with Cole, man. It's just a setup. That's why I don't like it.
I think him losing this
Should've been
match is what's going to set up them just spazzing out and attacking Hangman Adam Page.
I wouldn't mind seeing CM Punk versus Adam Cole, to be honest. I'll tell you right now.
I wouldn't. No, that's a dream match. So, and then of course this whole Jade Cargill with Anna Jay. Jade's definitely winning that match. They're building her up nasty.
First of all, that's a Rampage match on a pay-per-view, so I don't even know how this match even got about. There was no promos made. It was just like fill in the void. Oh, let's just put the pretty blonde. Okay.
Obviously, we know Hook is going to definitely win his match with Danhausen versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling.
This is so bad. I can't believe I have to watch Hook get embarrassed like this on pay-per-view, but
that's apparently that's going to be the opening match too of the night.
Oh God!
Here's the lineup right here. It's Hook versus Tony Nese and Danhausen and Mark Sterling. Jade Cargill versus Kiera Hogan. I'm sorry, Jade Cargill with Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet versus Anna Jay. Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus either Ruby Soho or Chris Statlander, but we know it's going to be Ruby Soho. Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb. And then, of course, the triple threat tag team match, which this has a good chance to steal the show, too. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus with Christian Cage versus Team Taz, Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs versus Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. And I know you already said you think Keith Lee and Swerve are walking away with this one, right?
I think so, yeah. I called a heel turn on this one, but I think these guys will do it, believe it or not. I don't see Starks and Hobbs.
Shout out to King Ed, who comes in the room and says AEW would be better than WWE in 5 years. That's a bold statement. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And by better, I hope you mean more entertaining. They might be more entertaining, but they won't be making more fucking money. I'll tell you that much. Like, that's not going to change. It doesn't matter what they do. And then after that, you have the Jericho Appreciation Society, which I'm sure they're going to get shitted on against.
I think they're going to win.
You think they're going to win, huh? But they're going to cheat, though.
It's a Anarchy Arena match, whatever the hell that is.
Anarchy Arena match. That just means that they're going to be all over the building and bullshit. It's a bullshit filler match, and it shouldn't even be happening. It's not serious. Then it's House of Black versus Death Triangle. You think House of Black's going to win? I think they are too. I want Death Triangle to win, though. We'll see. And then the Hardys versus the Young Bucks. And I want the Hardys to win this match. I really do.
Young Bucks.
I think you're right, though. I think it is going to be a undisputed elite night. And Adam Cole and Riley and all the members are going to make sure that everybody who's undisputed elite is going to come out on top, including Adam Cole. And then they're going to get involved in the championship match. The best match of the night, though, I think, in my opinion, because of the build-up And because of what they put into it, the production value, the overall promos, MJF versus Wardlow is going to steal the show. It's going to be the best match of the night, without a doubt, because MJF is not going to let us down, man. He is going to
seen the truth.
He's going to take a fucking whooping from Wardlow. I really hope it's an actual match, though, and it's not like some more bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, this can't have a bullshit ending. There has to be...
It's going to be a match.
Who's going to win?
I got MJF. I got the shirt. I got to go with my guy.
But does Wardlow beating him make MJF even bad?
It doesn't have to make both guys look bad, but I think MJF should be on top.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just saying, like, if Wardlow does get the win, I don't think it does anything to MJF's career.
It doesn't do anything to Wardlow either. We could always switch it up on Dynamite, and he could get a rematch and win and get a contract that way. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch on Dynamite, him with his contract on the line either. Wouldn't mind seeing it again.
I see him going for the championship sooner than later. I think he's going to be in the title picture within 6 months.
Who are you talking about?
Wardlow.
That's too fast, I think. I see next year.
You might be right.
Next
and
year.
then the last match of the night, Hangman Adam Page, the main event, versus CM Punk, the best in the world. I already told you how I feel about it. I hope cowboy shit means something, man. Cowboy shit. Make it mean something, Hangman.
I got Punk.
I got Hangman, baby. I know they're gonna let Punk win, but I still gotta go for my boy, man.
They got to, man. They got to.
If you want to know the truth, my prediction is that CM Punk will win because Tony Khan is a stupid booker, but I want him to win.
How many days has Page been champ?
200?
Listen, it got to be more than 200, but
300?
Overall, wouldn't you like to see a heel hold the belt now? What better heel than CM Punk?
MJF. I want Punk to take it off MJF.
Punk the heel. I think MJF's going to take it off someone, but I don't know about Punk. I would like to see it, but it's a little too fast if Punk wins.
So far, Kenny Omega's reign is the longest reign at 346 days.
Wow.
Jericho's has the shortest, 182 days.
Wow.
Right now, I'm trying to find the days right now. Hangman has 193 plus days. Damn, I was close. I said 200. He won in November 13th.
Seems like a really long time.
Do the math. Like 5 months, 6 months times 30. You know, 6 times 30, 180.
I think it was like 5 months, something like that.
I was close. I said 6 months. I was close.
That's long enough, man. Now it's time for a change.
Nah.
I don't mind seeing Punk and MJF.
Nah.
But I think it would be Punk and Cole. That would be a great
Hangman
match.
is going to pass Kenny Omega.
Listen, this will be the first time we see Cole and Samoa Joe, but how cool would it be to see CM Punk, the champ, versus Adam Cole?
Yeah, whatever, man. Punk's probably going to fucking win, man. I know you like shitty storylines. So you're going to get your way.
I don't know, man. We got a shitty champion. We need a shitty direction.
He's not a shitty champion. Man. He puts on better matches than Punk ever has.
Man. It's a fantasy you live in.
Hangman's putting on better matches than Punk has in AEW. I'm sorry to tell you that.
We live in a fantasy, man.
What fantasy? Yo, his match against Takeshita.
A fantasy that this guy
or Takeshita, maybe that will help you fucking ring in your memory.
Takeshita could be a great champion than Page.
His match
he don't even speak English. He don't even speak English.
Hangman's a beast, bro. Champion. Hangman's a fucking beast.
Beast in the indie scene.
Nah, he's an AEW champion, son.
Moxley's a better champion. I don't even like Moxley.
I guess we're going to have to wait and see, folks. You heard it here live on Wrestling with Savage. Jay thinks CM Punk's going to take it. I think CM Punk's going to take it, but I want Hangman to take
CM
it.
Punk.
I will be cheering for
Hit
Hangman
the
Adam
like
Page.
Hit the like
Hit the
button.
like button, man. Follow all over
Yeah.
Jay. Follow Wrestling with Savage. Greek is Savage. Shout out to Dave, who couldn't be here yet again.
Happy birthday,
Happy
bro.
fucking birthday, Dave. You're the fucking
Happy
man.
birthday, bro.
Shout out to King Ed watching the show. CM Punk is a god, he says.
King Ed,
Shout out to King Ed, bro. Shout out
Shout
to King Ed, man.
bro.
Are we going to be here for SmackDown, man? Did you hear what happened with SmackDown?
I don't want to hear it. I don't hear nothing, but
Do you want to
I'd rather
know
just roll
the
it.
breaking news?
They fired Naomi.
Well, yeah, probably, but no. The breaking news is that the brand extension is over, and
I heard it.
all the superstars from Raw and SmackDown are going to be on both shows, just like I
Yeah,
predicted.
because the ratings are down.
I called it, baby.
You know me. You know who called it? Fox Network called it when the ratings are down. All the ratings are down, man. They need people. They need Cody to come to Fox, and they need Roman to come to Raw USA, man. Ratings are bad, especially Raw. Look at the shit show we saw this Monday.
Well, I can't argue with you about the ratings, but the fact of the matter is I called that shit because it needed to happen. Now was the opportune time. They put in all the work. They fired enough people, and now they can pick through whatever they have left and, fire and replace whoever they need to until they have a legitimate
Let's see
roster
it.
filled with people that can put butts into seats, because that's what you need, man. And did you hear the comment made by Randy Orton about John Cena and Roman Reigns?
No.
Randy
What is
Orton
that?
told Roman Reigns, John Cena is 10 times the champion you will ever be.
Sounds like a match set up for SummerSlam.
Probably. With Randy taking a
Sounds like
significant L in his career to the tribal chief. Because the
He will.
bloodline is money, baby.
They will bend the knee.
How weird do you think it feels for the Uso right now to wrestle, put a smile on his face, and then have to go home to Naomi?
How weird is it? How about that one?
Gotta
I
be
would
awkward,
feel
right?
weird.
It's got to be
I would
super
feel-
fucking awkward.
Well, Sasha Banks is going to concert, so I guess Naomi's going to
It's
be
got to be
chilling
super
too.
fucking awkward over here, man. I'm just trying to show these people.
Hey, man, Jimmy should be thankful they didn't make him lose the belt or, lose that match. Could have went that way too.
See the stats. Oh, here you go, folks.
What
Make
happened,
sure you
bro?
go to the YouTube page, drop that subscribe, drop that follow. You can catch all of our videos live. Me and Jay are the Iron Men of this industry. Jay hasn't missed a
Happy
show.
birthday, Dave.
Jay hasn't missed a show in a long time. I can't remember when Jay missed a show. It's been a while, man. He's the Iron Man.
Maybe never.
Obviously, I'm the Iron Man because I'm here every fucking time. But we're going to bring you wrestling news, rain, snow, or shine. Even if it's for 5 minutes one day. If nobody can get on, I'll still come on for 5 minutes to tell you the show was shit, the show was not. Blah, blah, blah. But that's never going to happen anytime soon. You're going to have
Not
a
at all,
show.
man.
Jay's
It's a good
here.
show.
I'm
On
here.
Friday.
We're going live on Friday. SmackDown. Hopefully they shake up the roster and we see some cool shit.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Let's find out. It's Friday.
We got Double or Nothing coming up on Sunday. We got Hell in a Cell on June 5th.
Yikes.
Yikes, right? We might want to
Yikes.
just hit the skip button on that.
Maybe. Maybe the whole thing.
Maybe. Just delete it like Matt Hardy would say, right? Just delete it.
What?
Did you hear the did you see the
Let's delete the horrible promo.
did you see the post from Ric Flair?
Yeah, but I just feel sad, man. This is just horrible, man. I don't even want to see this match, to be honest.
Why is he telling everybody that we're going to see what wrestling should be like?
I don't want to see this match, man. This is just a play it safe match. I'm
How many
good.
how many shots of tequila do you think he had before he posted that?
How much money you think he got out of this is the question.
He's gonna clean up. He's
$5
Ric
mil.
Flair, baby. Woo! The fucking
$5
goat,
mil.
man. Maybe more.
$5 mil, one
Pay
match.
per view, son. Pay per view.
Let's see.
How many buys
Let's
you think
see.
it's gonna get?
100.
Easy 100, right?
That's it. Everybody will watch it, but I'm just like, I don't want to watch it, man. Even though we all gonna see it.
I don't think everybody will watch it, but 100,000 sounds like a reasonable number.
It's so sad.
What does AEW usually average right now in their pay-per-view buys? It's like 150,000, right?
Depends which pay-per-view you're talking about.
No,
their
average,
main
like
ones,
their average pay-per-view buy for AEW.
I would say 120. Like,
All right, I got the dates right here, man.
I would say like 120 average.
All right, so for All Out in 2019, they only had 88,000 people buy. Full Gear in 2019, 80,000. Revolution in 2020, 90,000. Double or Nothing 2020, 105,000. All Out, 90,000. Full Gear, 85,000. Revolution 2021, 135,000. Double or Nothing 2021, 115,000. Now here's where they stepped it up. All Out, 9/5/2021, 205,000.
Now, who was key in the Mad Match? Was it Punk and MJF?
Let's look at probably.
Because that would basically tell you who should be the champ for this Sunday. I bet you it probably is, though.
CM Punk defeated Darby Allin. It was Punk's debut.
Punk's debut, that's why. That's
205,000. Now, after
numbers.
this, Full Gear, 145,000. Significant drop down. And then Revolution, 170,000.
Still good numbers, but I think
Thank you, King
Punk
Ed, for something.
I think Punk fighting for the belt will definitely put some, at least 120. I'm going to say 120. I'll say around 120.
I'm going to say Punk fighting for the title is going to actually get 200,000.
It's a big statement. It's a big pull, but I'll go as far as 120.
Because all those original fans are going to come back now because there's something on the line. They're going to be, oh, is Punk going to win the title? Because obviously those guys are all Punk marks. And they're all going to show up to see if he can win the title. 200,000 because it's Punk title match. That's a big deal. Whether the rest of the card is shit or not, excluding MJF and maybe the triple threat match and the Joe match.
We'll see it when we see it.
We'll see when we see it, and we'll see you guys here on Friday night to go over SmackDown. Jay, thank you again for joining us. It's always good. This has been Wrestling with Savage, folks. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok.
Hit me up. Hit the like button.
A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is wrestling.